Hello YouTubers, it's Alexia. I'm so sorry that I've been behind again. God, I suck at this YouTube stuff. But anyway, I am back with a new book review. I have been reading like a dog for the past few months. You don't even know. And a friend bought me 6 new books to read. So please excuse me if it might take more a few months to, upload another video, but I promise I'll read as fast as I can so I can get these two as fast as I can. Now this is in reference to a previous book review, which I'm pretty sure I did, and if not, then I'm introducing it to you now. There's a series called Blue Bloods. Fabulous series. Kinda wish I would have gotten the first book out so you can see what it looks like. In fact, I'm gonna go do that. Let's see. Pretty sure I showed this to y'all before, though. This is the first book, Blue Bloods. Okay. Amazing book, has to do with New York vampires called the Blue Bloods. You know, they accepted a new person named Schuyler who just recently found out she was a Blue Blood. All that good stuff. Well, I'm going to talk to you today about, let's see, the 4th book in the series. The Alen Legacy. Doesn't the cover look just gorgeous? Like, beautiful. Just saying. If you haven't read the other 3, then you might not want to watch this video, because then there's no point in you watching it. But it's really, I really liked it. Like, I love the first one and the second one. Third one bored me, but this one was like my favorite. I went crazy. Like, dude, for all you people who love Jack and Schuyler, you will not be disappointed. It's amazing. I have heard that it's been let's see, optioned for a movie. We don't know yet, but I have heard that it could be, that people are actually looking through it, but it's not total legit yet, so don't hold me to that, okay? So, yeah. Anyway, let's see. The Alen Legacy. As the story continues from the first book, Schuyler becomes doesn't become a vampire, because she already did that. But, Schuyler finds out she's a vampire. In the second book, she finds Jack and all that good stuff. Third book, her grandfather, who had taken care of her because her mother was in a coma or whatever, who her mother is actually one of the big vampires of the coven, so she had went into a coma, all that good stuff. I don't want to give too much, but that's what happened in the first book. Third book, mom's still in a coma, you know, all that good stuff, but her grandfather wind up dying in the third book, so she's being framed for her grandfather's murder. So she's on the run in this book with her conduit, Oliver Hazard Perry, who is her best friend. Now, I don't want to spoil anything, but I was so pissed at the beginning because she was with Oliver. I was like, no, you gotta be with Jack, girl, you gotta be with the hot guy. But yeah, and this book is told from Bliss, which is one of Schuyler's friends from the first 3 books. She somehow gets Satan himself, Lucifer, in her body. It's crazy shit. I really can't say how, because then that would spoil the end of the 3rd book. But you understand. You would have to read all the books to understand it. It's told from Bliss's point of view, Mimi's point of view, which is Jack's twin and ultimate bond person. Like, that's the person that Jack's supposed to be bonded to forever and ever, but then Jack found Schuyler. Sucks for them. But anyway, yeah, Bliss, Mimi, and of course Schuyler. And honestly, Bliss is boring as hell. I really don't like reading in Bliss's point of view. Mimi is somewhat interesting because she actually falls in love in this book with someone other than Jack, y'all. I know, it's crazy to me, but it was amazing. Like, let's see, in all the books they go to somewhere different. First one's in like New York. I know the third one's in Rio de Janeiro. This one's in Paris, France, most of the time. You know, like they all go to someplace crazy. I think the second one's in Italy, if I'm not mistaken. But it's really hard to describe without giving it away. Because if y'all haven't read the other ones before, y'all can't just jump into this one. It's not one of those books. You have to read them all to understand it, because otherwise you'd be gone in the world. Um, this book is definitely one of my top 10 favorites, but it's not one of my top 5. Of course, it continues with the romance with Jack and Schuyler, Mimi and whatever. Even Bliss had someone in the third book, but I'm not going to tell you what happened there. Even Oliver kind of has something, just a smidge. It has adventure. It has some gory stuff too, some pretty scary stuff. The ending is amazing. I almost cried at the ending when I read it. I was like, oh my god, no! That can't happen! I was tweaking the F out. But yeah, that's how that ends up. But, as I said before, it's been optioned to a movie. I'm sorry if I'm not very talkative about this book, because honestly I read this book maybe a month ago, so I don't remember most of it. But I'm gonna make another one right after this to make up for this one, so I promise you I'll be back. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna stop here. But yeah, look at this again. This is the 4th book of the series, the Van Alen Legacy. I'll show you what the first one looks like. Blue Bloods by Melissa de la Cruz. Please pick it up. It's so good. Now, it's not descriptive like all you people who like the Twilight or Harry Potter books. It's not descriptive like that. But it's one of those books that it gets straight to the point. It's not one of those beat around the bush books, which I really appreciate. So if you are someone who likes being very descriptive so you could picture it in your mind, like me, this series is not for you. I like it just because of the fact of the plot and the love story. I love love stories, so, I mean, I'm a sucker for them. But yeah, that's my opinion on the subject. I really hope y'all pick these books up. Please comment of books I should read. If anything, I don't care. Like, as long as it's something based in fantasy, it could be fairies, vampires, werewolves, I don't care. As long as it has some kind of supernatural tendency to it, plus the love story, that's amazing. That's like my shit right there. But yes, please comment anything you want. And shortly after this one, I actually will be doing another book review. But I love y'all people, so night.